Hi, everybody. It's the Tuesday Morning Brew. And if you're joining me today, it's going to be chaotic because my internet went out like right as the show is supposed to start. So it's gonna be one of those shows today. So you might be seeing Tom's face fill the whole screen. Sorry, Tom. Anywho, welcome to the Tuesday Morning Brew. I hope you're drinking coffee today. I don't even know what I'm drinking today. Some conglomeration of coffee grounds that I've thrown together into a pot. It's magical. I need my caffeine. Good morning. Look, it's Mr. Fish and Lupons. Hello. Just so you are up to date, everything from Kickstarter for Path number 8 has gone out. It was gone a couple weeks ago, so people should have received things. I had one box that got lost by UPS, so we're putting in a claim. Joy. But other than that, I think everybody's stuff is there. So if you haven't gotten your stuff, please reach out to me so we can fix that and search for things. But everything else, yeah, go find your coffee beans from me. Yeah, the zombies. It'll wake you up when you're feeling undead. July the 3rd, we are launching our next campaign, which is, of course, the trade paperback for issues 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that, my friends, is here. So, I mean, obviously it's not live yet. We have the pre-launch set up, but as you can see, I have my bear antics planned for the video. I have this part where I hit myself with a frying pan, which I wanted to show you because I think it's funny. We're talking about bonus material, of course, and then, of course, this. You guys use St. Clair that are really meaty. See, you say meaty, and I know meat because I'm a bear, and I just don't miss out on what Jude has to say about Dwayne Fink, Miguel Blanco, Gold, and so much more. Ow. We have the variant art gallery in the back of the book. So all those. Anywho, so I've been working on it. It's been an interesting thing working with Kickstarter right now because of the restrictions that they were talking about with their NSF. And I mean, like, that's not really what Path is. And we don't have a ton. Like, I had a Naughty and Nice cover, a couple times. Thank you, Mr. Fish. I know it's silly. I can't help myself. But I was like, okay, it won't really bother us, this new, kind of them recommitting to the rules that Stripe has. But when I went to get this campaign approved, it actually declined. They declined it because there's a 2-second image in my video of self-harm. But it's like, how? And I mean, like, the whole reason for that image is, of course, because Path zombies are different than typical zombies, where typical zombies, you shoot them in the head, you destroy the brain, and then they are no longer, right? But in Path, it's like you can shoot them in the head, and all you do is piss them off. And so, of course, that was me showing, not telling, but I have to take it down or they wouldn't approve. So, and they went through like graphic violence and gore are not allowed. So I'm kind of nervous now because how do you promote a zombie comic without showing gore? Like, nobody wants to see the scene where Jude is just like eating a sandwich. I don't know. So, just some interesting feedback, about my experience. And I know people are going through like way worse than what I am because they said take this one image off, and I did, and of course they approved. But like Lori Cunningham is going through, they're making her jump through like 12 million hoops, and it's crazy. So it's really interesting where we are with that. So I just thought I would share my experience. I wanted to show off one more campaign. A friend of mine, Rogo, went live with his very first Kickstarter campaign. He is, great artist. I got to meet him this year when I went down to Mockingbird Lane, and super nice guy, very humble, like, it just has a good time with what he's doing, and loves horror. Of course, that's what I, love too. So he put together his book, Hollow Queen, and I'm looking forward to it. And I mean, he funded in like 30 minutes. So that was very encouraging for him. And because everybody, when they launch their first campaign, it's so nerve-wracking. So I'm glad that he got that early success. I'm glad that it kind of, puts that feather in his cap so he can continue to make comics, which is what we all want. So I'm going to drop the link real quick in the comments. I, of course, got the Gilbert Perez cover. How can I not? How can I not? It's like my two friends collaborating on a comic. This is the one I'm going to get. So beautiful, beautiful work, Rogo. So let me drop. And I got, yeah, his prices are really good too. So I think he's using the Pledge Manager because it didn't charge me shipping on the front end. So let me put this in here so you guys can go take a look on your own time. You could go shop around. Oh yeah, did you see Lupin's art in my video? I totally have it up there. I mean, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. So tell them it's medical and that was your lobotomy. I mean, I could tell them that they probably won't buy it, but you know, it's just how it goes. That's okay. We'll navigate, and like things are always changing. Kickstarter is still, in my opinion, the best platform to run a crowdfunding campaign. So even though the rules are a little bit stricter, I'm gonna, you know, I'll jump through the hoops to stay there. I will. So here's a link to go check out Roy's campaign. He broke 1,000 this morning and it's still climbing. So definitely give it a look see. And I think that's enough about me. That's enough about me today. I'm going to bring in my guest. If you guys don't know Tom Hutchinson, where have you been? You must be new to the brew because I think you've beaten Carissa at this point. I think that you have been on the brew more than Carissa Grant. That is my. I'm gonna have to go count, but
I don't have my T-shirt yet.
I'll make you one.
Where's my shirt? Yeah.
What do you want to
shirt, a plaque, something? You know, I can put it back here, like number one brew guest of all
brew
time. Something.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning, Tom. How are you?
It's okay.
All right.
It's fantastic right now. Like,
really?
I mean, unbelievable, beautiful, perfect weather. Occasional little rain, but like it's 60s, 70s sun. It's really nice. Yeah.
Really nice.
Really nice.
To Texas where it's in the 90s.
Yeah. Nope. You can have that.
But you know what? I don't mind it so much because we go out early to do our exercise and then it warms up the pool. And then we're just in the pool. It's like going to the lake, right? You want the water to be warm.
Sure.
And then you just go inside when the sun is like, you know, above your face, lighting you on fire. And then you just come back out after like 4 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just you know, every day, a little bit of hibernation. You'll be fine.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like, you know, what's funny is that in Michigan, you're in the house for the cold, right? Mm-hmm. So it's cold, it's miserable, you know, basically October to, I would say, April, May, depending on the year.
No, like March.
March is terrible. Yeah. You know, my birthday's in March, Tom, and March early, 5th. And so every year in Michigan, it snowed on my birthday. Every year.
We've definitely had the winter stretch on occasion, but pretty much once you get into solid March, it's still like chilly and like it rains and stuff, but it's not, you know, the snow's gone and you know, all that kind of stuff. But for me, like the wintertime, because I don't go anywhere, I write, I just sit at home anyway. Like the winter doesn't have really any effect on me because it's like, well, it's winter out there, but I'm not going out there anyway.
Right.
So
but it's like the opposite here in Texas, where it's like it's not cold in the winter, so we can go out, but in the summertime, it's like you got to be inside.
Yeah, so, right. Yeah.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
That's true. It's true. I mean, unless you're going to live in like California somewhere where it's sort of pretty much just like always 80, then you know.
I lived there for a little bit. I lived in this little town called Dana Point in Orange County, and it was 80 degrees. Like a lot of the places didn't even have air conditioning, which is of course, oh my God, how can you? But it never got above like 84. Yeah. And there was the coast. It was just, there was a breeze all the time.
Constant breeze. Yeah.
And it costs an arm and a leg to live there. And that's why we don't live here anymore. Couldn't afford it. Got out. Yeah. So
I'll move back once I'm a movie star, but you know, until then I'm here in Michigan.
Yeah, go buy an island if you're a movie star, please. Just buy an island and then invite us all to your island, but no kids allowed, okay?
Big Dog Island. We'll have Big Dog Island. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. That'll be fun. No kids allowed on the island. We'll just stop right there. All right.
Yeah.
No kids. we'll just stop that rumor. So anyway, you've been, well, you're in between stuff right now. You were busy. You were hella busy.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be
Hella
busy
again.
again.
Yeah.
So tell us.
We had in the spring, I just ran off a 3 back cons. They were local, so it wasn't too bad, but it was still, the effort of 3 weekends in a row.
Oh, that's
doing that. And one of them was Oz, so I had to drive 10 hours to New York for that. So but this year I did get to bring Nia Rufino with me. It was her first time there, which is great. We inducted her into the Big Dog Inc. Hall of Fame while she was there. So that was very cool. She was in the parade. She had a great time. So that was really fun.
Did she get inducted into something Oz related?
No, just the Big Dog Inc. Yeah, I just did it there because she's been such a monumental piece of Oz for us.
Yes,
since the beginning. And so last year JB Neto got inducted into the Hall of Fame, and this year it was Nia, and I was like, I'll figure out a good time to like announce it. But once I realized she was going to be at Oz, I was just like, well, we're just going to do it there and do it in front of everybody. And it was great. Yeah.
I have to admit, when I saw the picture, I was like, Thomas proposing?
You're not the only one.
I was like, oh, okay. No. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, this is how rumors get started. Lori's like, I didn't know you were proposing to Nia today.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one who saw that picture and thought the same thing. Yeah.
See? Okay. It was the pose. It was like, they look like, I was like, what does he hold? Is that a ring?
Yes, no. I'm giving her the award of you win me. Like, this is, that's how I'm going to propose. Here's an award. You won me. This is it.
Then they say no to that. They're just like, no.
No, you can't say no. It's an award.
You can't award.
It's a major award.
No. You have to do it the other way.
And then I'll write a shirt that says Fragile, so that we'll just put the whole thing together.
I broke your lamp. Line is the best. Oh yeah, Fish. I want to hear about how that con was. Did Vaughn Fox was there too. I told him to go say hi to you, so hopefully he went and said hi. 11 hours. I'm always so hesitant. Tom could play Steven Seagal. Glenn, that's so rude. I hate Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal is the worst. No, we're gonna pretend you didn't say that, Glenn. I love you, Glenn, but we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, when when you're going a far distance for a con, unless it's like San Diego, New York, where you're going to have a great day. Like I'm always, I don't know, I'm hesitant to commit to these things because it's like it takes you days to get there. You got to pack up a car, you got to stay in a hotel, you're paying for food and gas and time. And, you get there and it's like, I made $200 this whole con. Like, that's a problem.
Yeah. You really can only travel that kind of distance to me if you're going to like a big con, like if you're going to C2E2 or you're going to whatever. If you're traveling that far to like a small con, that's a big risk. That's a big risk. Like I travel 2 or 3 hours pretty easily where I am to go to small shows. That's simple. You still have to have hotel and stuff for the weekend, but it's an easy drive. But when you start talking about like 10 hours to get somewhere, that's a whole day gone. And that means you got to do that twice to get home. And then all the other stuff. So no, I wouldn't do it for small shows, but for the one, like for Oz, that was my 13th consecutive year as a guest. So it's like, it was our best time ever too. Like best sales ever. Like everything was top ever for that show. So, and then when we got to induct Nia into the Hall of Fame, that was like really great. We did that at the last. They do like a dinner for all the guests at the end of the show, like Sunday night. Everybody gets together and like the volunteers get to come and get their books signed and stuff, all that kind of. And so it was a joke. I told Mark Baum that I was going to do it. I was like, look, I have this thing. I want to induct her in the Hall of Fame. And he was like, well, we're going to, what he told me was, well, we're going to induct Allison into the All Things Oz Elfrangbaum Historical Society. So we could
Cool.
kind of do that together. So we just kind of worked it out together. And they had given me a pass that it was like this was the first time they actually had passes at the event. Normally we just kind of walk in. But on the back of the pass, there was a sticker that said all access. And so for the whole time, I would just go wherever I wanted and just show the all access pass. I'll be like,
Amazing.
I can be here. I have all access. Yeah. So on the last night on the event, they were doing their presentation, and he told me, well, we're going to give these things to these people, and so on and so on. And I was like, that's fine. What I'll do is when you do hers, and it looks like it's the last one, I'm just going to come up. And so that's what I did. So as soon as they gave away Lindsay's award, I just stood up and I was like, okay, I need to stop everyone for a second. I am using my all access pass. I have something I need to tell you all. and everybody was laughing.
Yeah.
Everybody was laughing because they had seen me do it all week long. But I was like, so this is it. And then I did the presentation, and Nia came up and we took pictures and stuff. And then
that's how I know you're a good writer, is because you actually you did the foreshadowing that led to the event.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I put it all together.
Right. Sorry.
So it's good. No, that was it. I mean, it was really fun. It was good. So yeah. And then next year is the 50th anniversary of that show. It'll be the 50th Ostravaganza. So I've already been invited back. So I'll be there for my 14th time. And God knows who the guests are going to be. This year it was Marissa Bode, who played Nessa Rose in Wicked. She was there.
Oh yeah.
So I got to meet her, which was great. And so next year for the 50th, I mean, I don't know, doors are wide open at this point, so it could be crazy.
Oh, I can't even imagine. They got to bring them all. Like,
well, it's not that they don't want them. It's simply like, if we want Ariana Grande to come to that show, it's going to cost a fortune, right? Plus there's the security that has to come with it. And that's madness, which is why generally it's a lot of sort of the second and third tier, actors and people from stage shows, or like parallel Oz things, like Michael Williams, who's the director of Ozland. Nobody knows who he is, but he made an Oz movie. And so they bring those guys in. It's not that they don't want like the stars. It's just that it's such a small festival. It's not like Comic-Con, where you're going into this giant event and they could put them in the back and they can run a line along the wall. Like, that's not what this is. It's a festival outdoors. And if they were like, oh yeah, like Ariana Grande is in the tent, like, it would be ridiculous. So
I think it would kind of ruin it, wouldn't it? If they were like, they had to rope off 50% of it, and like you said, security, and it's just like, well, now I can't even. You need one of those all access to be like, I can go in here. Otherwise, they're like,
that's right. Yeah.
You can't be in there. Now, and this is what restaurant did you go to? I mean, what restaurant did you torment, Fish? 40 of you guys showing. I'm like, oh my God. I'm sure that
I bring everybody knows this already, but I bring everybody at our things. We go to Red Lobster. Whenever we have a gathering at cons, it's like, where are we going for dinner? It's like, well, I'm going to Red Lobster. So you all can come, or you can go away and do whatever you want. And so the funniest one was, so in Alba,
recognize you when you come in at this point, where they're just like,
no, because I'm only at that specific place like once a year. So the staff turns over,
Oh, that's true.
But I've often told people, like, the best Red Lobster in the country is in, of all places, Albuquerque. And it is
really
this particular. So when you go to Red Lobster, it's like this freestanding building, generally speaking, right? You go up and it's a building, it has its own parking lot, whatever. This Red Lobster is built into a strip mall. So it is literally, so it's like right next to, like, the hardware store and, like, the Dollar General or whatever. And then there's a Red Lobster. When you go on the inside, it all looks the same. All the decor is like the same, but it doesn't have its own building. And I've gone to Albuquerque for years, and I've gone to this one for years, and it has never, ever failed me as far as like the quality of the food. So one year we were out at Albuquerque Comic-Con, and I was like, listen, we're going to the Red Lobster. I'm going to prove to you that this is the best one, because we've been to ones all over the country, all you people. I'm going to
Right?
tell you that this is the best one. And we went, and everyone was like, yeah, this is like good. Like this is noticeably, like the biscuits are noticeably better, and everything's just noticeably better. And it's
No, but it's
Albuquerque.
the same like pre-made stuff.
Oh yeah, but it's not the same from place to place. I can tell you where the bad ones are, and I can tell you where the
Well, I
good
mean,
ones
like
are.
service wise, I mean, like, okay, so I know things are, there's crew in the kitchen and that makes a big difference,
Correct,
like how
correct,
much
correct.
attention they pay to
Yes,
detail to the
yeah.
food. But it's like, how would it take? It's the same
It's the same
menu.
mixture and the same
Yeah, and I know
things,
it's
but
like
it's just
corporate,
it's just how it's being cooked.
especially the
The
biscuits.
biscuits can be overcooked, undercooked.
Yeah,
Same with all the food. All the food could be
people don't
overcooked or whatever. They're just not
follow.
paying attention.
Yeah,
There's a Red Lobster in near Phoenix that I used to go to when I went out there, and it got really bad. Like it was noticeably like just getting worse. And then I came back the following year and I like went again, and everything was different. And so when the when the waitress comes up and she was like, how's things? And I was like, this is really good. How
yeah.
how did I say this? I was like, this is really good. How long has the new cook been here? And she looked
Mm.
at me like, what do you mean? And I was like, you have a new cook because this is all better than it was the last time. And she was like, he's been here for like 3 months. And I was like, yeah, I can tell the difference. So this is,
She was
yeah,
like, "Are you friends with
yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
kitchen? Like, how do you know that there's a?" It's because you just pay attention.
Mhm.
So, didn't you go? Was it you, Fish, that went on like the rabbit hole of biscuit making? There's someone in my friends group, and I remember like learned how to make biscuits. Like, I went down the sourdough rabbit hole, and someone went down the biscuit path, and I think it's Fish, but correct me if I'm wrong. But like, there's like an art to making biscuits. Like Red Lobster biscuits are Bisquick with cheese, and then they just like lump it in and throw it. Like there's no, I mean, like you have to have like a high school mentality to be able to throw those together. They make it easy on purpose, right?
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
okay, it is you. It is you. Because I remember, because I know like there's a special way to like get it flaky. You have to add the butter at a certain temperature, and like you have to have the cutter. And do not twist the cutter.
Oh no, listen,
Like,
I don't make things. I pay other people to do my food. That's fine. I have
I
no
always
problem with
laugh.
that.
I always tease Tom. And I'm like, "You cook anything?" He's like, "No."
No, no. I mean, I'll throw some chicken on a grill. That's about as intricate as it gets for me. If you ask me if I eat vegetables, I'll say sure and show you my paste picante sauce. That's my vegetables. Like this is it.
Oh, that's
I am bachelor man. It's
yeah.
this is the way it is. They got pizza up at the market. Like it's yeah. There's no cooking, baking.
I feel
Uh,
bad.
no,
Like,
I don't want any of it. I don't
I'm
want
always
any
like,
of
"Tommy, I'm gonna send you a plate." And I take a picture, and he's like,
it.
"You're like, why?" Because it's good. Torment you. Sorry. So okay, back to Ozfest, and
Mhm.
then there was another one you were in. Was it HeroCon?
No, I didn't go to Heroes Con.
Which one
I
was it
didn't go to Heroes Con.
that you saw?
So it was I don't even remember. Oh, it's Traverse City, which is North Michigan, Cherry Capital Comic Con.
Oh yeah,
Then it was Heroes Hall of Heroes in
All Heroes.
Indiana.
That's the one I
Hall
was
of Heroes,
thinking.
Indiana, and then it was Oz. And now I've got about a month off before I go to San Diego, which that's kind of what I'm sort of just prepping for San Diego at this
Mentally.
point. Yeah, mentally, 100%. Mentally, physically, like I'm trying to get my walk in. I'm trying to get my weight down so that when I'm on the road for 5 days, I can eat some junk and it's not going to destroy me. Plus,
Yeah,
when I'm there, I'm going to be eating with people after the shows, and it's going to be 3 weeks of chaos.
yeah,
So I'm just trying to get kind of in better shape and be ready for all of that. Plus, get all these books ready, and I'm going to be at the Antarctic Press booth, so we're going to be pimping Critter as much as we can. That's sort of the goal, and so there's a convention exclusive covers that we're doing right now that are in progress. We're going to have some exclusive merch. You'll like that merch at the con. But again, really, if anybody's going to San Diego, I will be at the Antarctic Press booth. There is no BDI booth. They
okay.
invited me to be at the Antarctic Press booth, so I'm hanging out there. I'll have my own table there among their tables, but I will be there with Critter stuff and kind of, some other straggler things, but because they're the publisher for Critter, I just was like, I'll just kind of hyper focus on that.
That's cool. You have friends, other Antarctic Press people planning on going that you know?
I know Ben Dunn is going to be there for
Yeah.
a couple of days, and beyond that, I don't know who else. I know there will be other AP creators. I just don't know who they're going to be yet. They haven't told me who else.
I'm not really super familiar with everybody from Antarctic Press. It's
I'm
like
not either.
Ben and Terry Parr are the three that come to
Yep.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always like, oh yeah, I know Terry.
Yep. Yep.
Terry's here in Texas, so we're always at cons, and then I
Mm-hmm.
see Terry pack up and leave. I'm like, where are you going?
Terry's done a few things for me. He's doing something right now. He's been drawing Tomorrow Girl for Ben.
He's been super busy with that, man.
Yeah, of course.
He disappeared for months, and I was like, "Are you alive?" He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just drawing every day. I did 6 comics in 6 months," and I was like,
"Yeah,
arm fell off for a short period of time."
Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, but I like Terry. I like what he does.
Yeah.
So well, like I said, he's doing something. He's doing something for our BD Index right now. He did one for the first issue, so he's doing one for the next issue as well. So we're really trying to get the second one out this year. I don't know if it's going to happen because it's really hard to wrangle 34 different artists. Because that's what I want is like I want every entry to be a different artist. So there's no, and so the first one had 34 entries, so we had 34 different artists. So we're well into it. Like we're deep into it, but I still need like about 10, I think. So I need and I can. There's still a few names that I can like go tap on the shoulder and be like, hey, do you want to come back and do this again? Some duplication, but I also wanted to give new people opportunity as well.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I started, was like, okay, who else can I get before I did like the same list of people? So there are a bunch of new people in this, which is awesome. But then we'll have a bunch of sort of regulars as well. So I don't know if we're going to get to make it this year. It's going to be really tight, but if not, we'll just make it part of the Critterverse thing for next year when we do the BD 17 anthology. We'll do like we did with the 16 anthology, just sort of put it together and, have both books at the same time. So, yeah.
Speaking of Critterverse, I would love to talk about some of the things that are coming. Let's see, which one do I want to show off? Because we were talking about, we've obviously been talking because I'm working on stuff.
You can show that main poster thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to grab. This one.
Sort of little current advertising, whatever poster thing. Yeah.
There's a lot going on here. And I was like, I was like, hi, did you even like this character I really like?
Who? I don't know what I don't see a pointer.
Oh, it's
now I see it. Yeah,
one.
down in the bottom corner. This is the funny part, is I've been posting this piece for a while now. Just to kind of get juices flowing for all of this.
Yeah.
And you are the first person to say anything about that character, because that's her first appearance. She has appeared in no other format so far. People have seen her because artists drew her and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I dropped her in just as a like, here's a little preview of what's to come. And like no one has picked up on it yet, which is really funny.
Well, of course, I always pick up on those.
Yeah. Well, you knew who she was anyway, because I showed you. One of the first things I did when I got the art was I sent it to Lori, and I was like, "Look at this!"
And I was like, "Ooh!" And that was a fun conversation. But I like seeing her come to life, and I was just like, me and my big fat mouth, I'll shut up though, because I was like, fine. How much Thomas said.
You're fine. If I'm posting this, it's fine. It's out there.
Yeah, I know, but it's the difference between posting it and then like talking about who this character is. So.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, this character and blah 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 blah, and Tom's like, fired. You're fired. Get off the show. But oh my goodness. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small images, 6, 7 up here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. These are all different.
Everything's different.
stories? Like they're all
Yeah.
different
Well,
stories?
they're all different portions of the story. So,
Yeah, crazy.
so like up at the top, you kind of have Critter and Schoolgirl, the partners at the top.
Yeah.
You've got
Weird.
Paradox up at the top middle, who, you know, he kind of controls a lot of this stuff. And then those other small images, you've got Electric Youth, but then you've got 4 of the Critterverse characters. So you've got the
Yeah.
Steampunk Critter, Catnip, Nosferatu, and the Catgirl of Mars. So that's kind of
Yeah.
your Critterverse, critter specific aspect at the top. And then at the bottom, it's more sort of like bad guys and action shots and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So there's murder on the left. The top little one is Tide Pool fighting the robot octopus from High Tide. Then the guy with the glasses, that's Son of a Gun.
Forgot about him.
Yeah. Then the next one is sort of a group shot. It's kind of mostly the in crowd, but it's got some other characters in there too, like a group shot. The next eye is that Yellow Jacket. And then the last one is The Apprentice, who is our direct crossover to Penny for Your Soul.
Oh, I don't think I'm familiar with that one. And then, of course, this is.
And that, my friends, is Galligator.
Thank you for saying it, because I was going to. I was waiting for Tom to say who this is.
That is Galligator. So cool. Galligator is something that came into my mind, I don't know, a handful of months ago, and I could not shake her. So I just started drawing. I grabbed a little sketch pad and designed her alligator helmet. Kind of some loose ideas of like the suit and claws and stuff. And I sent it off to who did this? Sergio Rios has been doing a lot of my character design. So I sent it off to him and I said, this? Like this? And he was like, yeah, we can do that. So he and I went back and forth and worked on the full design. And so Galligator will make her first appearance in Critter 26 in January, along with a bunch of other stuff going on in Critter 26. It's going to be a wild start to Volume 7, but we'll be doing Critterverse all year long next year. New volume of Critter plus spin-offs plus the BD17 anthology will be all Critter. Just like this year it was all Oz. Next year it will be all Critter. Yeah, so Galligator's she's just been living in my brain for months. And I've got people doing covers for her, and I'm trying to figure out like, can I do like a one shot with her? Like, it was just too much at once. It was overload on Galligator. But then I had but then a bunch of other characters I had to do too. So there's Galligator and 2 other brand new characters that will appear in Critter 26. That'll be their first appearances. And they're all animal themed. I've always loved the animal themed, heroes and villains and stuff. So they're all animal themed, but actually, sorry. 2 of them are animal themed. One of them is a supernatural character, which I freaking love. The cover for it is so fucking great. I can't even deal with it. A new guy who's doing these covers. I'm not even going to tell you who he is because I don't want anybody to steal him. I need work out of him before this guy becomes a star. I'm putting him to work. He's doing. I will tell you this. You will see his first cover, even though he's already done 3 for me. Those will all be for next year. You will see his first cover for Oz in August for that campaign. He's working on that right now. He's doing a Flying Monkey cover. For us. So you will see it'll be technically his 4th cover, but his first published for us. And then all the other stuff will come next year. But yeah.
So like last year was Oz, and I think that was great just because it was the anniversary for Oz. And is it
this year is Oz.
This year is Oz. That's what I meant. Mm-hmm. I'm already in 2027.
Yeah, I know. I am too. Listen, I'm in 28 right now. I'm planning 28 with Fabio Simao and bringing back Ursa Minor. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm already there as well. Just that's where my brain wants to be, So this year is Oz. Next year is Critter. Is it because of the anniversary that lines up for Critter for next year? Or
Critter anniversary would have technically been 2020 or sorry, 2030 now.
Oh gosh.
because every, it would be every 5 years would be some sort of a like 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, whatever
Yeah.
for Critter. So Critter wouldn't come back around until 2030 if we were just releasing them on anniversary dates. But because I came off of Critter last year, in 2025, we did a run of Critter, and I was having so much fun with it. I didn't want to, and AP is pushing the book, and I'm seeing the growth. I'm seeing the people finding this. Oh, here's a story for you. I'm seeing people find this book like it's new, even though it's 15
Really?
years old, right? Because all the time, people at cons, they have no idea what is going on. They come up to my
Oh,
booth and they see Critter 25 and they're on Critter 9 because AP is putting it out. And they're like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, well, let me tell you a story. Critter's been going for all this time, and AP is reprinting it and such and such and such. And they're just like, oh my God, I can't. I mean, it blows their mind
yeah.
that there's all of this. And so because I started to really see that, I was like, all right, I don't want to lose that momentum that
Hmm.
Critter has been gaining. And so I just went right back in. I was like, okay, let me plot out volume 7, but let me do more. Let's do the BD 17. Let's make that all Critter stuff too, so we can expand all the different characters and stories. And then I was like, well, let me do more. Let me go get other people involved that I know that I've worked with before, and they can do their own standalone one shots to kind of go. So we'll do like Critter and then like a one shot, and then like Critter and then like a one shot, so we can alternate it like through the whole year, so that we can all sort of market each other. Like, okay, Critter's done,
Yeah.
but now go get the in crowd book, and then Critter, and then in crowd book will be like, okay, we're done, but now go back to the Critter series, and then Critter will be like, okay, now go over here, and we'll kind of weave that through the whole year. So we'll have like 3, 4, 6 or 7 campaigns, but all sort of intermingled and using different creators. One of which is somebody that you know.
Me? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, this is not a secret. We already announced this, of
Yeah.
course, that I'm taking on the Lone Stars.
Mm-hmm.
And by that, I mean I'm going to draw it. Just kidding.
Yes,
No, I'm
that's
not.
right. That's right. That's right. Draw, color, letter, the whole thing. I hear you're even going to bind every issue
Oh, I
individually.
can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've quit all other series just to focus on this. I hope you guys like stick figures. Oh man. So when you came to me with this idea, I thought it was really great, just because like you said, it's creating a bigger world. You're
Mhm.
kind of, giving more voices a chance to kind of play in the sandbox,
Mhm.
which is really fun. And then of course, bounce each other's audience off each other.
Sure.
And I don't really write superheroes. I don't know if you know this. I'm sure you do. So when you were like superhero team from Texas, I was like, why the hell not? Right? I live in Texas, but that's about it.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
So I had a good time. And it's like, it's not that I don't like superheroes. It's just that I've never written them.
Sure.
I watched X-Men growing up as a kid every Saturday. And so I really had fun writing the story and trying to pull in this, okay, what makes an interesting superhero issue,
Mhm.
like what would I like to watch when I was, 10 years old sitting on the floor watching X-Men? So really
Mhm.
had to dig deep into that moment. So, but I had
Yeah.
a good time.
And then all the one shots will have like little connectors back to
Mhm.
the main Critter events that are going on, because big events happened as of issue 25. And so my volume will be exploring those specific changes to Critter herself, and then all the one
Mhm.
shots will have sort of like the threads of like, well, this
Yeah.
is going on, and how does that affect sort of all these other people that are involved. The Lone Stars are the only ones that are getting their own story this year that really haven't had anything prior. They appeared in issue 15 of the book during High Tide, where Tidepool was basically spoiler alert. Tidepool had opened up portals to other worlds and was basically just sucking in water from other worlds, which was making the Earth's water rise and start to flood, the United States and so on. And so the Lone Stars were part of that sort of superhero, fighting force. Where there's a big scene where it's like Los Angeles and New York and Texas, and you can see them, kind of in there, really, really loose, a couple of panels, really. But I was, as I started to think about, like, okay, who can we do for these one shots? Again, I wanted to expand what we've done, because everything else has been done at least a little bit. So I was like, oh yeah, these guys are like built for the most part. We had some designs for them way back in the day. But I went ahead and I had Sergio Rios again, like, look, dude, I got these sort of straggler things, like, let's make them real characters here. I need to flesh them out. And he did a great job. And Allegiance was the hardest one. First of all, I didn't know what she was called. I had to come up with that. But she also appeared the least in those panels. Like, basically every time you see her, you just kind of see her cape and her shoulder and stuff. Like, you really don't see anything. You see her from behind, more or less. And so I was like, God damn. All right. So she's got a star cape and like kind of like white body suit and stuff. And so I just kind of drew some, as always, I just kind of draw sketches, like put some stuff and put some stuff and put some stuff. And then, like, okay, real artist, make that make sense. And he's great. He's always back and forth. He's like, okay, here. And I'm like, no, change all of that. Go over here. And he's like, okay, I've got it. Okay, how about this? And I'm like, ooh, that's closer. Let's do whatever. And he'll run it until I'm happy. So he's great. And I keep going back to him to be like, get our general designs done. So he's awesome. He's doing another one right now, by the way. Because another character just flew into my head the other day, and I was like, son of a bitch, stop it. I gotta write things. But this character was similar to Galligator in that, like, it just would not leave.
Yeah.
I just have to get it done.
Get it out.
Do the design. Let's get it. Let's put it over there. And then I'll get to it when I'm ready to get to it. But it just kind of got in there. So he's doing another one right now. But anyway, Lone Stars, I was like, okay, so here's these characters. William Starr, RC, we just call him RC. He's basically Rodeo Clown. So he's just RC. Just RC, that's his name. Jackalope, who's our sort of pseudo bunny deer character, and then Allegiance. That's your Lone Stars. And I was like, here, Lori.
Yeah. But okay. So here's the thing, because some superheroes are very powered, right? So Superman, like, you name it. You know what I mean? Like, even Invincible, there's a lot of them that are very much super powered. But like, this group was a challenge because it was more about what they were capable of doing, but it wasn't anything that was like overpowered.
They're not overscaled.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. They're not like that. They're very sort of I don't know what you would call them, like Daredevil style, like Moon Knight style, like, just sort of lower. They got some stuff they can do.
Yeah.
And they have some gear and things that they can monkey around with, but they're not Justice League people.
But I liked that because it made me actually plan out, like, how do they use these very specific skills as a team, and like versus the bad guy that we picked, and like, they really had to play to each other's skills. You know what I mean? And I think we pulled that off. I don't know. What do you?
Sure.
Street level, yeah.
Yeah, kind of street level ish. Yeah. To a degree, but they're not fighting gangsters either. They're not like, hey, there's a guy who, like, stole a car. Like, we're not that street level, but yeah, we're sort of in between those sort of ideas with these guys.
I was like, that's not the antagonist that I picked. Nope.
No, I know. No, certainly not. Yeah.
And I'm sure Tom read it and was like, God damn it, Lori. Like, it's like, you don't do anything subtle, do you? And I was like, no, I don't. I just go all in. Like, and but I had such a blast writing these characters. More second story heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Second story. Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of fish, can we announce it?
Sure. Well, you're gonna show it, right?
I just didn't. But we looked at a ton of different artists for this project, and I Fish has been on my short list of someone that I wanted to work with for a while. You know what I mean? Like, he just has this great style, and I read all the things that he puts out, like the Green Zone and Alice Lost in Wonderland, and just has such a beautiful style and attention to detail and really beautiful backgrounds that artists hate to draw. Fish is putting himself through the torture of drawing 1,000 mushrooms in the background. So when Fish agreed to come on board, I was super excited. So right here on the show, we got an exclusive for you guys. We're going to share the cover for the Lone Stars and announce, of course, Fish Lee as being the interior artist. Thank you, Fish. I love you. Look at this, you guys. It's so cool. Like, I nerded out hardcore when he was putting this together. And Fish is so fast. Like, he put it together, and then, you know, between Tom and Fish, like, really fine-tune the look of these characters on the cover. I know. And it's that good homage.
Yep. Shout out to Jim Lee.
Jim Lee, X-Men. Which, again, it's like, that's my experience growing up as a kid, is watching X-Men every Saturday morning. So it was fitting that we would homage, you know, X-Men on the cover. So these are the Lone Stars, you guys. They're so much fun, Tom. I really appreciate you thinking of me to do this stuff, because it makes me go outside my box of what I'm normally doing, and kind of and find out that I can do other things besides what I'm currently doing. You know what I mean? I never thought
I'll tell you a secret.
Yeah.
That no one has heard before.
What?
These guys were actually inspired by, not specifically their characters were inspired, but the idea of a Texas team was inspired by an Incredible Hulk issue that I read when I was a kid, where 4 Western Texas heroes got together to fight the Hulk, but they were just this ragtag group of, like, who the hell are these people? And they're trying to take on the Hulk. The only one that people would know probably is Red Wolf. A lot of people know Red Wolf from back in the day. He's an Indian guy. He's got a wolf
cool,
head and mask, and he's got a wolf buddy that runs around with him and stuff. So there was Red Wolf. He was like the guy that kind of had been around for a while. But then there was the Texas Twister and Shooting Star, and they were like rodeo performers, you know, but they had powers and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the third one was, I guess she was Indian again too. She was called Firebird. And so the 4 of them just sort of showed up because the Hulk was the problem, and they were like, hey, we can help with the problem. And they couldn't. They got
it's the Hulk. What are you gonna do?
They got smashed. You know. But that issue has stuck with me for so long that I was like, I could make like Texas heroes. Like, that would be, I think that would be kind of an interesting dynamic. And none of these characters are like those characters. I didn't want to be like, we've got a shooter and whatever. I didn't want to copy that. So we made our own characters, and I was just like, okay, look, we're going to have a guy who's going to have a star shield because
Texas,
you're going to have a guy who's again, rodeo style. So we're going to have RC who's basically very, very, very strong, and he's got some gear and stuff. Jackalope is just the old joke of the rabbit with the horns. But then when Lori and I were talking about, you know, who she is and what her personality is, I was like, you're going to do it this way. And I was like,
dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue. Yeah. You're going to do some things. And she was like, "Oh, okay, all right, all right."
We were laughing about that one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah. That's brilliant. I think people will really love it, assuming they get the reference. But
They got to be old like us.
you
Sorry.
gotta be old. Yeah, you gotta be old. And then Legions was basically just sort of a completely. I didn't have anything for her at the time because again, she was just sort of like flying around. So I had to kind of just start to piece together like who she is. She's kind of the most powerful of the group, and you know, we won't go into too many spoilers, but
Yeah.
yeah. Then you know, we worked out the design, and so that design of her, I was like, well, let's give her some shield things on her thing, and like let's do a thing here. And then Sergio like took all of that junk and was like, clean it up, and you know, so he designed really all of the final versions of all these characters for us, and he did a great job. And now Fish Lee is on it, and not just the cover, he's doing the book too.
Yes.
And this is not final, by the way, guys. There's still some tweaks we're doing. Obviously, I didn't know who your letterer was going to be, so that's why there's a gap up at the top. You know,
It's me.
that kind of stuff. Oh, it's okay. All right.
Fish and I can do everything, the two of us. Just that's it.
Well, then that's fine.
Makes
If
it
that's
easy.
the case, if that's
We
the
don't have
case,
to worry
then
about
that's
anybody else.
fine. Yeah. So that's it, guys. That's the Lone Stars, and that'll be so. The plan, I think, right now is Critter in January, Lone Stars in March, the BD 17 anthology in April, and then Critter in June, and then the next one will be the In Crowd. Pat Shad is doing the In Crowd. That'll be like July, and then sort of from there. So we're kind of tweaking all of that schedule, but that's sort of the rough idea of all of that.
Yeah, that means I gotta build another Kickstarter. Yep.
Yeah, but you got like 9 months.
It's good. It's plenty of time for them to tell me no, and then I can fix things, and then I can do it again. That's how it goes now.
I mean, like, why is the Rabbit Girl's boobs out? Like, cancel.
Not out. It's a super. Like, it's just gonna be
I know.
wow. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of what some of the other creators are going through, but it's like it's nuts. Where they're like, "What's the paperweight? What the? You want me to put the?"
I have never heard of such a thing.
Yeah.
I literally have never heard of such a thing.
They were like the dimensions of the finished product with the paperweight, and like how are they getting it to you, and how are you shipping it to? And I was like, you're gonna put all that stuff on there, and nobody cares. No one's gonna read that. It's a comic book.
I have a sense, and again, this is all just third party sort of in my brain, is like, is this what they're doing to new people to sort of make it like, hey, are you really doing this?
Serious?
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. Because I've not heard anybody who has been doing this for a while say that this stuff is
Shield's
here.
too pointy. No, it's too violent. Take it out.
Round the edges.
Yeah. Now,
Make
no,
it like make it like a play school shield. Play school shield.
No, you can't do that either. Sorry. It's made out of metal. It could be used as a weapon. No.
No, it's just styrofoam. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. We got a hero that's in a giant hamster ball. Fully clothed.
Now I have to make that, Lori. Now I have to make that.
It just runs people over.
Jesus.
Their eye out.
What? Look what you've done. You think that's not going to happen now, but I'm telling you I'm telling you it's going to happen.
It'll be part of your animal series.
I already have a guy named Muskrat. I mean, like, I can do anything. I can do anything.
Hamster can be a sidekick.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to do gerbil. I'm sorry.
No.
Too many things.
I will tell you this. I'll give a little deeper story. I'll tell you that Muskrat and Galligator are brother and sister. I will tell you that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can see
that. I'll give you a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's the bad guy in that series?
They're both bad guys. They're both.
Oh, I was for some reason I thought Galligator was a good guy.
No.
It's like, yeah.
No.
Alligators can be okay, and if you're from the South.
They're both. Well, Muskrat specifically is very, very environmentalist, wacko job guy. You know, that's his whole shtick. Is he's just like, save the beavers and this kind of stuff. So Galligator is similar. She's also an environmentalist. Yeah.
You cannot say Save the Beavers on Kickstarter either. It's not allowed.
Sorry.
Not allowed.
Sorry, I just got you demonetized.
Yeah.
So Galligator is also environmentalist, but she's a little less wackadoo about it.
Gotcha. So like poison ivy mentality, like we have to save this above all else, and humans suck because they're breaking the things.
Correct. Into pseudo, yes.
Right. In a roundabout way. I don't know. I haven't read the script.
Yeah.
When Predator and Prey get busy, you end up with this family tree. I'm looking forward to seeing the character in the hamster ball. I'll just say, does this gator smash melons?
No.
Just
that's a proprietary act. So we're not infringing.
Don't infringe on my rights.
Not infringing. No.
Oh goodness. Shall we put up the BD-17 image? I would love to talk about some of these. Nope. We're gonna play the game. We're gonna play the game instead, and then we'll talk about that afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're almost to an hour, which is usually when we play Would You Hug This? And
would you hug Galligator? Would you hug Galligator? Yes. Would hug Galligator. Yes.
No.
Because she's gonna give you a good squeeze.
No, I got something worse for you, man.
Oh Jesus.
Just because. So last time we did cosplay and costumes from Oz, because we were talking about Oz.
Yep. Oh yeah, that reminds me of my story. We got to tell my story when we come back too.
Okay. Today we're gonna do Texas people, but I made it a little more interesting. So we're gonna throw something at you.
Don't put Ted Cruz in this.
Ted Cruz is not there. There's two specific categories, but I digress. Let's play the opening. We're gonna play. Would you hug this Texas edition?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to pick either odd or even.
Odd.
Okay. So if you, I'm going to spin a wheel, and if it's an odd number, you get an actor or an actress from Texas.
From Texas.
There's a variety there.
Okay, sure.
If you get an even number, you get a serial killer from Texas.
I mean, that seems like it's an easy answer, right?
I mean, yeah, you might not want to hug some of these actors. I'm just saying.
Okay, all right. You got Ron Howard's brother in there? That's probably a no.
Ooh, I don't think so. Some of them are not bad. Like I think I was pretty even on the back and forth there. All right, guys, we're gonna see.
Louise, that's a lot of.
Lou, you are huggable. We gotta meet someday. You're not that far from me. We need to hug for sure. Will Safety Man buckle his helmet in time before walking out of his bedroom? Tune in next week to find out. All right, here we go. Hoping for an even number.
It's better be 9. Give me a 9. Oh, Jesus, not even close.
Even number. I made that number. Okay, all right, okay. Let's go. I gotta shuffle these things around. Just give me a second here. Where'd it go? Okay.
Who's producing this show?
Me. I'm producing this show. Where'd it go?
All right.
Terrible. Push all the buttons. All right, my friends. Let's see who we got here. This, my friends, is Samuel Little.
This is going to be a pass.
I mean, it's hard though when they take pictures of the serial killers. A lot of times it's their mugshot, so we're not really hugging.
But that's going to be a pass.
And, Samuel Little was operating against multiple states, but mostly Texas, and is one of the most prolific serial killers in U.S. history. He confessed to 93 murders.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's an over.
If he had gotten to 100, maybe I would give him a hug.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Congratulations on your 100th murder.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Samuel Little. I don't know, man. You know, it's interesting. There's a ton of serial killers from Texas.
That's because of the heat.
I think. Is it the heat?
This is the heat. It's baking your brains.
I mean, serial killers come from everywhere, but Texas is such a big state. I feel like there's more in California, though.
That's there. I mean, California has its. There's my 3.
California
has some. Yeah.
California has some what?
Has some history there.
Yeah. Has definitely a lot of. Speaking of serial killer or actor.
Is this Zac Efron? Oh, Jesus.
Gary Busey.
Mr. Busey. Good Lord. Good Lord.
Kind of falls into both categories. But
yeah.
Known for.
Kind of feel like old Gary Busey, maybe. Current Gary Busey, who wants to talk about buttered sausage, probably not.
From Texas, folks. I mean, I don't know. I think he's had one too many deep fried Twinkie.
Like that's clearly sun-baked. Like, you know what I mean? That's sun-baked right there. That's baked for sure, but it's. So. I think the sun is partially baking. Yeah.
I really think that drugs. Gary Busey and drugs. I don't know which one though. Which one do you think? Meth? Cocaine?
I just watched a video today that implied that the Powerpuff Girls TV show, the Powerpuff Girls were not real. They were figments of the professor's imagination because dude was not making whatever it was they said he was making. They said that he was making crystal meth.
And he just imagined it all.
And he imagined it all. Yeah. And all of the bad guys are people that he knew that he had, problems with or whatever. So all of Powerpuff Girls is just his imagination on meth.
I like it.
Yeah.
Jojo is my favorite.
Take that for whatever you want to take it for.
Yeah. Let's see. He opened his skull on a motorcycle accident. Was that really what happened? He got a closed head injury, and then after that, he was not the same. 47. You're getting off too easy.
That's where safety man comes in handy.
Safety man in the bubble, in the hamster bubble. Oh, I got another one you're not gonna want to hug. Are we hugging Meatloaf? From Texas.
I don't really have a context of Meatloaf. I really don't. I only really know him from that one song.
Would do anything for love.
Yes, but I won't hug you. Like,
he just looks like he's sweaty to me. I don't know.
Yeah. This is a guy I used to remember seeing like ads for him in like comics and stuff, but I'm like, what the hell does Meatloaf mean? I didn't understand any part of. Yeah, there's like old stuff. There's like ads where like Meatloaf is in. I don't know what they're advertising. I can't remember, but I remember Meatloaf being in these ads in comic books, not for comic books, but just like in a comic book. And I was like, I don't know what the hell Meatloaf is, so I'm gonna move on. So
you'd hug you some low fish. Okay, so between I Would Do Anything for Love and Fight Club, him with the fat suit in Fight Club.
Was that him in Fight Club?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Guy with
with
the hugging him with the
yeah. I had no idea that was him. Zero.
That's Meatloaf in a fat suit. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yes, but it would be zombie Meatloaf. I'm not hugging Meatloaf either, and he just looks like a serial killer in this one, doesn't he?
I just feel like there's a theme to this entire wheel.
Of course it is.
It's more like, are they a serial killer or not?
I got more. It's all right. They're actually not all this terrible. I just wanted to give you the 2 terrible ones because I think that's funny. All right, let's remove 47.
That fat suit was ridiculous.
The fat suit, yeah.
Ridiculous.
You got to see the bloopers where he's jumping up and down and stuff and like jogging in place. He's been meat in a few movies. I don't remember what zombie movie was he in. Ooh, serial killer.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like he's been around a long time, but my context is just that one song. That's it. A true one-hit wonder for me.
Now, this gentleman looks normal-ish in this picture. I mean, I gotta say, he looks better than that Meatloaf picture. So let's put him up here.
It looks better than that Meatloaf.
Yeah, I mean, like
that looks like the guy from MySpace.
Yeah, he kind of. Well, it's the same pose, right?
Yeah, exactly the same pose. Yeah.
Your friend. It's like your first friend on my.
The first friend on MySpace. Yeah.
I forget his name.
Yeah.
Dean Corll, the Candyman, active in Houston from 1970 to 73. He had teenage accomplices. He abducted, tortured, and murdered at least 29 teenage boys and young men. And he was exposed to
that's like the Texas
the killing fields.
Who's the California guy with the
Robert Ramirez?
No, who killed the dude that had his girls with him. And they killed Sharon Manson. Yeah. That's like Texas Manson stuff.
It was Tom from MySpace.
Yeah, Tom from MySpace. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his picture. Do you think Tom copied him?
Yeah, it looks like he just photoshopped his head on that pose.
Yeah, I mean, we could play this game. Are they serial killer or are they an actor? Or were they never caught? Busey's a serial killer. I mean, like in this picture, he looks normal. I might hug him by accident.
By accident? How do you hug by accident?
Like you hug them, but it's like when you find out that they are who they are, it's like, oh my god.
Oh, no. that's not by accident. Vibe. Yeah, that's not by accident. That's like just I hugged him, but I regret it.
Yeah, it's like unbeknownst to me, this person was a serial killer, and they went to my church.
Yeah. The
Candyman. I don't know why he has that moniker. We'll have to look a little deeper why they call him the Candyman. Maybe I don't want to know. I don't know. Hey, Caesar, good morning. What in the middle of the morning is going on here? We're playing a game. Would you hug this? The serial killers are actors from Texas. That's the name of the game.
So far, it's rough, man.
I don't think we've hugged anybody. Did we hug anybody?
No. All
right. Well, if you get an actor, I'll give you a nice one. Is there a birthday cake? Yeah, kind of like that. Like, happy birthday. I don't know you, but yeah. Oh, darn it. Let's see. Serial killer.
This is going to become your highest rated show with all these serial killers on it.
I don't know, man. Having too much fun with this serial killer. I mean, you might hug this one before I tell you what they did. Lady that lives next door?
No, I don't hug my neighbors.
You don't hug your neighbors?
No.
Little old lady? No. She's a nurse.
No. I might pet their dogs. They're not getting
Caesar, no, Caesar.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds very right, Caesar. Yeah.
Don't hug them. This is Janine Jones. She was a nurse in the 80s, and what do they call them? What do you call it when they like?
Was she helping people on like pull the plug on themselves?
The angel of death. No, opposite. She was injecting children with a lot of different things, including bleach.
Oh, good.
They were going through dialysis. What a bitch. Suspected of taking the lives of 47 to 60 babies.
Good Lord.
In San Antonio. Like, what the man? How do you work in the healthcare industry and turn into this? I think I would hug her off the end of a cliff. Yeah.
Just like shuffle her forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Such a good hug. Oh,
no. Nana, bye. Angel of death. And yes, I see. Yeah. How terrible, man. But would you let her cat hugging, make me a pie. I want to eat nothing. You're just putting bleach in your pie, Caesar.
Yeah.
Make me a pie instead of a hug. Yeah, you're gonna get bleach pie. Yeah. Striking out on the hugs today. All right, we got one more chance to see if we get an actor.
This better be like Scarlett Johansson or something, because
Not from Texas.
Feeling.
I
don't know where she's.
I got. Let's see. Odd.
44.
You hugging all the serial killers today. I can't even. I can't push the buttons. I'm laughing too much. Let me go back. All right. Which one do I want? Oh, well, mean mug it.
Yeah, that's just problems. That's an orange flag immediately. Orange flag.
Orange flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's wearing orange. Orange flag.
Yeah. I don't think she's as bad. Nope. She did the same shit. She was let's see how many. Convicted of capital murder. 2012 by the deaths of 5 patients. But at least they were adults. But same thing, dialysis center and injecting things into the bloodlines of dialysis patients.
Like, yeah, this is, you've just given me all the reasons why I don't want to be outside. Like,
I was like, what are we doing? Like, this is why I also trust no one. Yeah. I went on like one of those Hollywood Square type shows promoting Path at one point, and like they would tell you a fact about history, and it's all this really outlying history, like cell phones and satellites and CIA history. And I was just like, I don't know if any, like, how are you supposed to know any of this? Right. But your job was to say whether the person was telling the truth or not. Okay. And I said everybody was lying to me. I lost so bad because I couldn't trust anyone. I was like, everybody is lying to me. Everyone.
Yeah.
But this is why people, because these little old ladies will kill you for being sick.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That was the most depressing version.
Great segment. Great segment. We got one actor, and it was Gary Busey. I mean, oh no, we got two. We got Meatloaf also.
Wait, I'll show you. Like, there's better known actors and actresses from Texas than those ones. I'll put them up just so. Because there's a ton. Texas is so big, and like when I first was going to do Texas, I was like, who should we pick? And of course, there's politicians. Well, I don't like politics. So we got Jennifer Gardner. Like, we can hug Jennifer Gardner, right?
Good. Sure. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then there's the Meatloaf, Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh,
I would hug him.
100%. I would believe he's from Texas.
Yeah, of course. And how many times has he played that personality? Our most famous actor, of course, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know who that is.
I can't remember. And Laura
Linney?
No. Help me, chat. I pulled her up here. Robin Wright. There we go.
Robin Wright. Wow.
Robin Wright?
It's not a great picture of her.
No?
No.
And then Bill Paxton.
Hard to hug him now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You can hug the headstone.
Yeah, but if he was alive, would you hug
him? He seems like he was an awesome dude. Yeah.
Yeah. As a person, some of his characters though were just.
Well, yeah, he played garbage characters, but for sure. But he was always like, yeah.
Like, oh yeah, this guy is terrible. And then of course you got these two winners. So, yep. Sorry, I should have given you Jennifer Gardner from the beginning. At least at that point, you would have thought you had a shot of hugging somebody. No hugs today.
Yeah, no.
Joe.
Sadly. Crossing my arms.
Yeah. Put her in charge. Yeah, R.I.P.
Oh,
whoa, Ray's here. My father was. Oh shit. The trick to deferring these crazies from targeting you is to befriend them. Essentially, people should yell Norm.
Well, but that's like that's similar to like don't make the waitress upset with your food. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
that's everything, is befriend people is everything. But I don't have that kind of energy, guys. So I just stay home. I'll just stay home.
Yeah, I know, but it's hard. It's like if you I'd hug her tight around the neck. That's a good hug. You'd be even worse. Caesar. I had to go back. Hi, Matthew. What a weird show this is. I love it. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to talking comics and less serial killers. What was the story?
Much more Galligator. Oh, the story.
Yeah, for real.
So it's somebody one of my artists told me. And so Heroes Con was, I don't know, last week or whatever. And so he went down and he had a booth with one of his friends. And while they were there, he sends me a message. He was like, "Yo, we just saw a Critter cosplay in the wild." And he didn't notice it, but his friend is a Critter fan. Like I said, right? This is spreading everywhere. His friend was a Critter fan, pointed her out, like, "That's Critter over there." And then he saw it and he was like, we weren't able to get a picture. She like whoop and was gone. But
oh my gosh,
we saw Critter at Heroes Con. I was not at Heroes Con. So it wasn't like she showed up because I was there or because Big Dog Inc. was there. She just did it because
she loves Critter.
I found Critter and I'm going to be Critter. And so we're scouring the internet trying to see like if she was in the cosplay contest or like we got to try and find this girl. So if anyone out there was at Heroes Con and saw this girl and has a picture, hit me up because I'd love to find out who she is. I'd love to see the cosplay, all this kind of stuff. So, but you know, that just goes back to like why I'm bringing Critter back so quickly within our usual sort of, you know, cycle of things. And it's just because I feel like the moment is here. Like it's right here and I have to jump on it and I have to try and make it work to the best of my possible ability throughout all of next year. Because then the year after will be mostly Ursa Minor. That'll be 28. 29 we're not really solid on yet, and then 30 will be her 20-year anniversary, for God's sakes. So you know,
I don't want to think about 2030. How are we even alive during 2030? When I graduated class of 99, we were all like, oh my God, when we get to 2000 the world's gonna end, right?
Yeah
2030 we're talking about.
Yeah it's only 4 years away.
Shut up. I'm going to boot you off the show for saying that. Anyway.
It's
crazy. It's crazy. It's the future of my flying car.
Yeah. So Critters out there. I'm excited to do AP San Diego Comic-Con with them. And you know, like I said, we're really just going to be pushing everything. Critter.
Hold please. Look. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And you know, Tom, I got to say, there's something to be said that you started the story because you love it. Other people like it too, right? Mm-hmm. And now it's like it's coming into its own and people are devouring this series. And it's like to stick in it and to be consistent and to produce things that you love. And, you know, because a lot of people, when they first start indie, they're like, I'm going to make it big. And then it's crickets, right? And they're like, this is a joke and I'm gone. But it's like, are you in it for the right reason? Mm-hmm. If you're in it and you're passionate and you are here to make your story, it'll find its crowd. It'll find your audience.
Yeah, you know, and I've been lucky enough to where Critter has been introduced to 3 audiences. You know, originally Big Dog Inc., then through Aspen, and now through Antarctic Press. But each time, that audience believed they were seeing something new. So over the course of 15 years, this book was re-released into the populace. And everybody was like, "Oh, this is cool! Like it's a new thing, and it's cool." And then I'm like, "No, it's not new at all." And you guys are like way behind, so catch up. What are you doing?
Like you can buy 30 issues.
You can buy all of it right now. Yeah. So my local comic book store, Comic Signal here in Grand Rapids, they have given me 3 shelves on one of their big racks to like just fill with BDI stuff, and that store also has had people, because he carries the AP book. So
what store is this?
Comic Signal in Grand Rapids.
Okay.
Yeah. He has had his audience buying Critter now for years. And the last time I was there, I reset the whole thing so all 3 racks were just Critter stuff. So we just had
Wow.
everything. It was all the books and the trades and the variant covers, and it was just like, here's all the Critter stuff. And I had a guy come up who I had talked to many times, and he loves Critter. He's buying the AP stuff, but he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, this is like so great. I love this stuff." And he started talking to me about the book, like about the stories and what was happening in the stories. He was like, "Oh man, I really love this part, and I love this, and I love her mom, and like I want to see what happens with this guy and that." And I was just like,
Yes.
what the hell is going on right now? But this is
Amazing.
100% what all writers want to hear is the guy who's like engaged in it. Like there's
Yeah.
always like, hey, I really like your book, but then they're like, hey, but is that guy going to come back? Or like, is that guy really a bad guy? Or like, who's doing what in the thing? And I can't
Yeah.
wait to see. And I was just like, dude, this is blowing me away. This is fantastic. So it's just sort of, again, it just sort of solidified that like I need to take this opportunity
Yeah.
right now while it's working. AP is doing a great job with putting the book out on time, and even though it comes out every 2 months, I think there's some value in that because we're not like screaming through the series,
Yes.
and and then we'll run into a wall where we haven't gone any further. So I
Yeah.
think there's value in that. So and the interesting part is when I meet people at cons and they're like, oh, there's like 25 issues and I'm at like 9. I'm like, yeah. They basically, I would say it's 75%. They're excited. They don't come in and like buy it up because they want to support their comic book store. But to
Yeah.
them, they're like, oh, well, I'll just keep getting it from my store. And now they know this book isn't stopping, disappearing,
Yes.
canceled. Like they know they have all of this to look forward to and they're excited, but they're going to do it through the comic book store. And I'm like, awesome. Do
Absolutely.
it,
Yeah.
do it that way. Support it, support AP, do it that way. And then usually they'll buy like a couple of variants or something, just to be like, oh, I just like these things and I'll get those.
Yeah.
But and then there's the other people who are just like, all of this. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, give me all of it. I want all of it now. So
and you need both, right? You really do.
yes,
And
yes,
it's
yes,
great,
yes.
great that both categories exist. But
Mhm.
I was thinking the same thing that like if I'm on issue 9 and I find out you're on 25, I'm like, how reassuring is that? Because there is nothing worse, George R. Martin, that when an author is just like, I might finish it, I might not, and you're
Yeah,
like, you're leaving us all hanging forever.
yeah.
Like, what the actual F? So for me, I would be like, oh, that's amazing. And whether I choose to buy them all or I support the store, it just depends on where I'm at that day.
Mhm.
Hey, Whitba, Carrie. Wait, I have to put the picture back up. Carrie, my friend, loves to do fan art. And so she was like, Tom is going to be on, is there fan art that I can do? And I was like, we're going to be releasing, talking about this new comic that Tom and I are working on together. So I wanted to show, specifically doing this for Carrie, is bringing up the Lone Stars again so you can see it. Because I was like, ta-da! The super cool Texas-based superheroes. And I know you're from the UK, but here in Texas, we think that Texas is better than everybody. And I'm not even originally from here, but that's how it goes. Like once you become a Texan, it's like we're better. Texas is the best state, hands down. So, Lone Stars. And this is by Fish Lee, who does amazing work, and I cannot wait to see this one come to life, you guys. It's a lot of fun. So, Carrie, I just wanted to throw that up for you. Ta-da! All right, sorry. I had to make sure that she saw it.
Well, that's great. No, do the fan art. Yeah, do the fan art. You're good.
I love to see it.
We love to see it. Yeah, we love to see that. We love to see people talking about the book, in a deeper fashion, hopefully,
Yes.
like, oh, what about? Yeah, and that's happened to me a few times. Like I have, so I do the book Penny for Your Soul, which is basically like the end of days if it happens in Las Vegas. But I have had religious people, like priests, ministers, whatever you want to call what they do,
Yeah.
come find me at cons because they want to talk about the book.
Oh,
because they
are
like
you
it.
always nervous when they did?
No,
'Cause I've had
no.
people approach me too, because same thing, like, there's some religious undertones in my book,
Sure.
and, you know, when they come talk to you, I'm always like, "Eh."
No, 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 no. Well, because, and here's why I think it's no, is because I'm writing it and I'm writing specific things, I'm versed in it. So if someone wants to come up and ask me a question about it, I can talk intelligently about what it is that I'm doing. And so the priests, the ministers, whatever they are, the pastors, they basically look at it as fiction. They're just like, oh, this is just fiction. They're just taking
Yeah.
stories and doing stuff with it. But because it's grounded in the Bible, sort of like
Yeah.
Oz, it's grounded in what Baum did. But because it's grounded in the Bible and the four horsemen and like the
Yes.
seven sides of the apocalypse, and we're deep in the theology of it. Because it has that foundation, they find it really interesting that I've done sort of the research, right?
Yeah.
To like, yes, it's crazy fantasy weirdness, but it still tracks back to
See,
this
it would
stuff.
take someone either like a priest or someone that knows the Bible to understand that it is a legitimate, like, based in
Mhm.
biblical reference, or someone like me who also has biblical reference in their story to be like,
Sure, sure,
"Aha!"
sure, sure. There's definitely people that I know that they have, because with us it's like it's got the Bible references, but it also has like Egyptian stuff in it, like Anubis is in it, Bastet, some of the gods and things like that. So it's a big mix of things.
Yeah,
Joan of Arc is in it, and so all of
right.
these people that have all these little sort of, I know about this and I know about this and I know about this, but I'm putting it all together like a big puzzle. They all get geeked out about it because it's like, oh, I know about this little piece, but
Yeah.
and then how does it fit to all these other pieces and so on. And then I don't know.
Extreme close-up. We got
Yeah,
Tom's chin here making
I
a
had to,
debut.
so I
Sorry.
started doing this
Let me
on the
see.
books. This will be hard to see, but on the books, I started putting Bible quotes.
Oh, come and see. Yeah,
So
that's,
these are real Bible quotes
yeah.
in the book. So like when I do chapter stops, like
You go
there's
away.
I have these Bible quotes,
Now when he rose early on the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, from whom he was cast out with his 7 demons.
Yeah.
You made a post recently I wanna
Mhm.
talk to you about, because it was a picture from, the Da Vinci Code,
Yeah.
and it was the Louvre,
Yeah.
right? And of course, Tom Hanks kneeling above the upside down pyramid.
Right.
And for those that have seen that movie understand the connection, and you said Mary has been important in your life. It's interesting. So
Mhm.
is it because of the Mary Magdalene character
Mhm.
from Penny? Okay. Do you wanna
Yeah.
talk about that some more? Like, what do you mean she's become important to your life?
Well, Mary,
Mary Magdalene, right.
Mary Magdalene specifically, yeah. Mary, when I started making the series, Mary was a throw-in character. She was just sort of
Really?
like, who can I fill this world with, that would be interesting. Um, but as I went along, she became really integral to everything.
Really?
And one of the people that I met at cons was a minister's wife who is
Mhm.
big into Mary Magdalene.
Mhm.
And she came and she read the book and she, oh, like Mary Magdalene's in this book. So she was like, wow, this is really crazy. I'd love to talk to you about where this came from and what you're doing and everything. And so when we did the Mary Magdalene one shot, the Temptation of Mary Magdalene, she actually did she actually wrote what would be called a foreword, but we just put it in the back. She wrote a little piece about Mary Magdalene in the back for us. So
Interesting.
like she, again, the minister's wife is like Billy Ray Bates. Shout out Billy, Billy Ray Bates. She's a writer and has done all kinds of stuff too. Um, but she really liked that Mary Magdalene was in it. She was really interested in how we were dealing with Mary.
Hmm.
And so again, as the story progressed, like the story is about Danica. She's about the daughter of the granddaughter of Lucifer, who's buying people's souls. And when they die, instead of going to heaven or hell, they come to Vegas to work for her. That's the
Mhm.
gist of the whole story.
It's
And of
messing up
course,
the big divide. It's
that's
messing it
right.
up.
That's right. That's right. And so heaven and hell start noticing all these missing souls, and they're like, yo,
What are you doing?
what are you doing? That's right. That's right. That's basically the first volume. And but then as it goes along, Mary, like I said, she becomes really, really integral to everything.
Mm.
Her position really grew in the context of the story. And as I started to realize that that was the case, I got way, way, way deeper into her story. Both,
Mm.
there's no real story of Mary Magdalene, right? I mean, everything is all theoretical. There's whatever the Bible tells you, but there's not a lot about her in there. And there's
Yeah.
like 7 or 8 Marys in the Bible, and they're all kind of just Tetris
Jumbled.
into, you don't
Yeah.
know which one it is. But then there's all sorts of theories about like what happened after the resurrection, to the point where they believe that they found pieces of the gospel of Mary Magdalene.
Right.
Just like there's the gospel of Mark and Peter and
Mhm.
whatever.
She was right there with them, so it would make
Correct.
sense that she was writing down
Correct.
thoughts as well.
Correct.
Did she know how
Uh,
to write though? I don't know.
well, again, that's why all of this is theoretical, right? And
Right.
and even if she didn't know how to write, she could be saying something, and someone
Yes.
could be writing it for her. So there's all
Mhm.
kinds of ways to deal with it. But there's the thought processes of, and that's where the Da Vinci Code came in. Is like, okay,
Right.
was she actually chilling with Jesus? Did they have a
Right.
kid? There are stories that say yes, she had a kid, not just the Dan Brown stuff, but there's
Right.
yes, she had a kid. The kid's name was Sarah. On and on and on and on. They ended up in France. She ended up in a cave. She ended up, like, just,
Yeah.
there's endless theories of Mary's sort of life after the ascension. And I started getting really, really deep into it. Weird connection to Oz with Mary Magdalene is
How?
Jane Lahr, who is Bert Lahr's, the lion, Bert Lahr's granddaughter. She wrote a Mary Magdalene book. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
6
yeah, yeah.
degrees of Kevin Bacon right
That's
there.
right. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And because what
Huh.
was funny is I had the book, and then I was like, oh yeah, Mary Magdalene, Jane Lahr, whatever. And then Jane Lahr shows up at Oz Extravaganza, and I
Okay.
was like, wait a minute, that's the same one? Like, it could be a different one. But she was like, no, I wrote that book. I was like, my God. So, but yeah, I got really deep into the Da Vinci Code. I love the movie.
Yeah,
There's a
that
lot of
movie was done. The
yeah,
book
it's
is
great.
excellent, and I love that it's fiction, of course,
Sure.
but when they're talking about these art pieces and just kind of the riddle or iconography just built
Well,
it's
it's
real.
historical
It's
fiction, right?
right.
You're
So,
using
but
real things, but you're interpreting it in whatever way you need to interpret it.
right.
It's like with the Templars and all that kind of stuff. We have Templars in our story, or we have a Templar guy.
Yeah.
And I came up with a cool way to have a Templar in hell, which they shouldn't be, right? Because they're all
No.
heaven's guardians or whatever. But I found a way to get one to hell, so that he could chill with Mary Magdalene and be part of this story. So we have a Templar who's a big part of the story now. And so Mary became unintentionally a really big part of like my creative writing world.
Would you I know
So
you
yeah.
don't like going outside, but would you ever go to France to go visit?
Well, I've been to France. I've been there once. Oh yeah, right there. That's the theoretical. So theoretically, they have the skull of Mary Magdalene right there.
Yeah.
Theoretically, they have the crown of thorns. Somebody says
Yep.
they have the crown of thorns that Jesus wore. Somebody says they have the nails.
Yep.
Somebody says they have pieces of the cross, et cetera,
Yep.
et cetera, et cetera. None of it is proven in any
No.
capacity, but
And the Shroud of Turin, like the Shroud of
Shroud of
Turin,
Turin, yeah.
they have a like a visitor center and they have a replica up. So you can't see the real one, but
No,
they have a
no.
replica. But
Correct.
it's just
Yeah.
so interesting, that it's like they have all these pieces, and this is really, if you think about it, it's pretty goth. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like we're parading around a skull and a golden statue, and like that's part of I don't know, it's Catholicism specifically, where they have the relics, bones of the saints and stuff like that they keep
Mhm.
around. So it's just really interesting in my mind, when it's like I can't put a picture on Kickstarter, but we can parade a skull at a church. I'm like, what?
Yeah. And the Ark of the Covenant's in Ethiopia. To do what
Yes.
you want with that. Do what you want with
We're
that.
not going to see that one because I don't
We'll
want to
figure
die.
that out. So I've been to France. I went to France when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like in my teenage years. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
I was
but at
like,
that
I want
point, you're not
to go
appreciating
home.
it.
I wasn't appreciating it. No, 100%. But the thing is that if I did go now, I would be Tom Hanks. That would be
Yeah,
my,
you
and I know,
visit.
listen, I know she's not down there, but I'm not, I'm going to take that moment anyway, because there's no way to know where she is. There's no way to know if she really existed, whatever. Right. So
She probably
if
existed. I believe that she existed. Okay.
sure, sure, sure,
But
sure. But in what context and
right.
who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I
Who
mean,
knows?
everybody was Mary in the Bible.
Right. Yeah. 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 So,
Mary, the
it's,
brother of
I would definitely get that picture. I think that would be just a fun moment for me.
yeah,
Because I mean, there are Mary Magdalene statues and tributes and things that are legitimately for her. The Louvre is not for her.
right.
That, but because I'm such a movie guy, and because I Penny for Your Soul taps the vein of Dan Brown's story, I'd be like,
Mhm.
yeah, let me, that's a way that I feel like I could do something that just would be consistent with my creative world that I
Yeah.
live in, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like as a writer, we bring these worlds alive. And in my mind, I have that connection to the places in my book too that I have brought to life. And so it's like it's on my bucket list to go to Santa Claus,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Arizona. It's like it's almost like we're drawn to those places because of, you
By the
know,
way, Michigan has a city called Hell.
I've been there
Yeah, you can go
and
to
it
hell.
snows there.
You can literally go to hell. Yeah.
I've been there. There's like one little shack gift shop where
Yeah.
it's like you can buy a t-shirt that says
You
a
can play
hell
ice cream, play miniature golf. There's a post office so that you can send something, gets
from
postmarked
hell.
from hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
That's
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we drove through it and I was like, "Oh, that's where it is." And that
Uh-huh.
was it. We didn't even get
Similar
out.
to Tombstone. Like, if you blink, you'll be like, oh, next exit, Tombstone. Oh, I missed it. Well, you missed it. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's behind you now.
Well, I was thinking this. So we were driving we're north of Dallas and we're driving down to San Antonio. And I get on, I don't know, pick whatever freeway we were on for forever. And it had all these exits, and one of them was like Ann Arbor, and one of them was Irving, and one of them was, and I was like, what a cool idea would it be? It's like if you could get on a freeway and then the exit would actually take you to like Ann Arbor, Michigan, instead of Ann Arbor, Texas. You know what I mean? It's like your own little time warp where you could get on the freeway and get to anywhere. That would be, I
Mm-hmm.
would sign up for that because I want to go, I want to go to Michigan and visit for, an hour or two and then come back, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
thought that would be fun.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so, all right. That was a fun little segue.
Yeah. So that's Mary. And so Penny for Your Soul, we're working on that right now. I'm doing a
Yeah.
book called Mary Magdalene, Seven Demons.
Oh, you are.
Yeah. And then that'll lead us to 2030 for our 20-year anniversary, 20-year anniversary of Penny for Your Soul. We'll have a new volume for Penny for Your Soul in 2020 also. So yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Do you sleep?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you?
I waste a lot of time. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I waste a lot of time in my life. Cause I get antsy. And so like if I do 5 pages, like if I script out 5 pages, I'll be like, oh my God, what a work day. Oh, I need to go. I got to take a break. Like, oh Jesus. And I'll go watch a movie or something and then, try and for the purpose of like trying to like rekindle, whatever it was I was
Yeah.
doing. So if I'm writing Penny for Your Soul, like the other day, I had to write some Penny stuff, and I was like, well, I'm just going to watch Da Vinci Code. Well, I ended up watching all 3 of them: Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, and Inferno. Because again, I just wanted to put my brain back in the spot of like, oh, Mary Magdalene, and put me back in there. And it worked really well. Other times, it's just like whatever. I'll just watch anything, but I do definitely waste a lot of time. It's one of those things where it's like I'm very aware of it. And it's something that I'm trying to kind of curb. And I try and keep like that time wasting to when it's time to waste time, like nighttime, like last night I watched this shitty movie. Fucking God, these movies are shitty. Anyway, I digress. I watched a shitty movie and then what was funny was I was like, I have to watch something. And so I was going to watch The Wizard of Oz. I went and grabbed the Blu-ray, and I'm like, I'm going to watch The Wizard of Oz. put it in, and I sat down and I picked up my phone real quick to check messages, and it was like, it's 11 o'clock, dummy. And I was like,
Go to
oh,
bed.
I'm not going to watch The Wizard of Oz now. So, we'll probably watch that later today sometime, and, put myself in that Oz mode to get scripting going.
That's smart. And I mean, I love that where it's like you put yourself in that genre.
Mhm.
And I try to watch things, the same things that I've already seen, but put me in that mood. I don't want to
Mhm.
watch, people are always like, oh, have you seen this new thing because it's similar to yours? And I'm like, I don't want to see that thing if it's new because I don't want to absorb ideas that are not
Right.
mine.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But
Yep.
I like being in that genre to put myself in the mood. But I
Mhm.
have felt that way before too. Like when I'm scripting stuff that and I've experienced both things. Like either something is so in my head that I have to get it out and I need to
Yep.
just dump it on the page
Yep.
and leave me alone. And my kids are talking to me and I'm like, shut up. I'm like, I'm rude. And like slam the door. I'm like, I can't right now. I got to get this out. But there's been other times where I sit down and it's almost like working out. You know it's good for you and you know you need to get it done. But man, sometimes it's a chore to do it. So you sit down and you write and you're like, you get to a point and then I'm like, I have no more ideas and I need to get up and walk around.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
sometimes it's just hard. It's hard to force yourself, but the more you do it, the easier it gets, I guess.
Yeah, to a degree. Yeah, to a degree. I mean, you can get in a mode of like,
Yeah.
you can once you can see what's happening, and
Mhm.
then you're in that mode. Then you're knocking out 10 pages. You're just like, oh yeah, well, this guy goes
Yeah.
here, and this guy's punching that guy, and falling off a cliff, and it all just makes sense. But sometimes it's like, these two people have to talk to each other. Like, how do I do this? Like, how do you make it
Mhm.
interesting?
Yeah.
To and a lot of times that'll kind of slow it all down because you're sometimes you're trying too hard
Mhm.
because those talking head pages are like, that's what people always talk about. You got to be able to make the talking, if you can make the talking head pages interesting, the action stuff is easy. So
Right.
that's the part that I think we as writers really need to focus on is how do we power through the talking head pages, because I think that is where we can level ourselves up. Because again, if you can get into that and be like, I know how I'm doing this, camera,
Yeah.
whatever, like then when you break out of it, your imagination is just going to be like, and now we're running down a path and the horse is going crazy. And now you're in the fun part.
Sounds like
So
my book.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, so yeah, that I think is the true writer struggle is it's not
Yeah.
so much like the fun big things, it's the smaller things, and sometimes we can hyper focus too much to where it
Yes.
just like bogs down and you're like, nope, I'm not, I have no sense of this scene, I have no feeling of where I'm putting them, like, and then it gets really really hard.
Yep.
And sometimes that's where you do just want to get up and walk away and
Yep.
go outside and whatever and just shake your brain around a little bit, and because
Yep.
you never know what you're going to see or hear that might again just spark that, like, what if I put him at the pool instead of in the
Yeah.
bar or
Okay.
whatever, and
That's
then it breaks it out and you're like, oh, okay, let's just reset where we're going to be, the visuals click or whatever. It's like with Penny for Your Soul, with volume 2, I wanted to introduce a new character, Phoebe, and but she was meant to be like really a polar opposite to most of these other characters
mhm.
that we already had. And so I wanted a unique way to sort of introduce her into the series, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. And then I went to the bank, and when I came out of the bank, there was this girl who hopped on a little Vespa scooter and zipped off down the road, and I was like, that's it, there it is. um
But
you know
sometimes it's it though. Like you tapped into something that I generally do too, where it's like for the talking head pages.
like, you think I'm kidding, but there
No,
she is
no, I
right there.
believe you. I know you. Let me put it up. There you go. There she is.
Yeah,
Ta-da! With the needle in the background.
on the scooter and going. Yeah.
I like your close-ups of chin. I'm gonna make a
Yeah. Yeah.
compilation
Yeah.
episode of Tom's chin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's like sometimes the talking head pages are so much more interesting if the background. And like even for battles, like I
Sure,
did
the
this whole
setting.
thing where
Yeah.
I was studying battles, where it's like you can have people fight each other on a field and nobody cares,
Yeah.
But if you put them like in Mad Max and in the desert driving crazy apocalypse cars and with a tornado in the background, now it's so much more interesting. So it's like even for those talking head pages, like what's going on in the background?
Well, the talking head pages can be as much. I mean, they're obviously their story because they're saying things, but even the visual of it can be your story, what you're putting in the background, what's on the guy, what's on their wall, what's on their shelves. That's as much story about the character as what the character is saying too. So yeah, the environment is monumental in especially those scenes, because they can give you those little details without, again, it's show don't tell. So you can have the necessary talking, but at the same time it's like, hey, he's talking about something, but he's also got some art on his wall, like that's interesting, like what's that, like, so he's clearly an art collector or whatever, like, so you can get character reference points without having to say, and by the way, I collect art. Did you notice my art on the wall? Like, that's terrible writing, so yeah.
Oh, we're running out of time. God, I love when you're on the show. It just goes so fast, though. We have such a good time. But let's talk about this. We haven't talked about this yet.
Sure.
So BD17. I see some names on here that I recognize. DM Ray down here.
Yeah.
So what are you giving us in this time around?
This is this is interesting.
Yes.
So like we did with, I don't have one here, like we've done with Oz, it's all three Critterverse characters. The Paranauts are the sort of our Power Ranger type guys, but they can bounce around through various universes, but they can't travel through time. So all they can do is skip up and down through the universes at the same. So if it's December 20th here, it's December 20th here, December 20th here. They can't be like, bounce around. They can only go wherever they are. They can only move up and down the universes. So they are, but they basically work for the temporal curators, who are these guys who sort of are trying to pay attention to the flow of time, and they're kind of keyed into all these variations of critter, and where did it come from, and how did it, who's doing this and whatever. So the Paranauts in this story, written by Ray, spoiler alert, one of the Paranauts dies in the critter storyline, and in that book the Paranauts try to recruit Critter to become like the like, hey, she's gone, but she intended for you to take her place. But Critter's like, she's like, well, that's not what I'm doing. And so at this stage with the Paranauts, they only have 4 of their 5 team, and they're basically getting their ass handed to them. And they have to figure out, like, okay, what do we got to fix this problem, because this is a big problem, because we're not a complete team anymore. And that's what Ray gets to write. Polecat is written by Keith Thomas. Keith passed from cancer like 10 years ago, 8 years ago. It's been a while. But Keith wrote this for me like 12 years ago.
Wow.
It was a story that was going to be in the Critter annual, like the 2014 annual, something like that. But that's when we went over to Aspen. And so that book never got produced. And so this story was written, finished, art finished, and we just never had a place to put it. And so when I came around to this, I was like, this is it. This is where we get to put his final story out into the world. So he wrote it. Polecat is one of the cat girls from Perfection. And so that team is disbanded. So this is sort of like what she's up to now. And Jose Luis did the art. He's the guy who did the original Critter #0 book. He came back to do all is it 8 pages? 8 pages, I think. So that's done. And so we get to present Keith's final work, which is, I'm really happy to be able to finally get to do that.
Awesome.
And then Ukaleek, this is my favorite logo of all time. I'll tell you, she's in this book because I wanted to use the logo again. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. We did an Ukaleek story. She's an Inuit superhero, lives up in Alaska. We did a story with her for Alien Abduction Day.
Right. I
Where
remember that.
she thought the UFOs were abducting reindeer, and she had to figure out why. And I had so much fun with it. And when we did the logo, I was like, God, that's the logo, man. I was so good. That I was like, so when I was trying to put this together, I was like, okay, definitely Polecat. Paranauts was already planned. I didn't know who was going to do it. But then I learned that Ray was a big Power Ranger nerd. So I was like, this is for you. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm in on this. And then I was like, so what's the last one? I had a couple of options. I was like, this and this and maybe. And I was like, nah, I want to use that logo again. So Ukalik, we'll have a story in this book. Yeah.
You crack me up. Like, see, that would be a perfect bookmark.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, sure.
And it could be blacklight. I keep trying to sell Tom. This is an ongoing joke between me and Tom where I'm like, any bookmarks? And he's like, no, I don't. I'm like, fine, we're going to have Lone Star bookmarks. We are.
Well, there you go. I mean, I've told you, I've already given you permission to make bootleg BDI.
Oh, I'm totally doing it.
No, but I mean, like for Path of the Pale Rider,
yes.
Just be like, here's a bootleg. Hey, look, I found like a critter freaking bookmark in the Path of the Pale Rider. I don't know. Here they are.
It's a random add-on. Yes, I'm going to have them. It'll be funny.
Yeah.
Carrie says, Lori just let someone give a spoiler what parallel universe is this. I know, I usually don't, but that story that I know Ray is involved in, I'm really interested in. So I was just going to let him talk until whatever he wanted to say, Carrie. A lot of times Tom is on and I'm like, I know you like to show me some things, but I know I'm not getting all the dirt. So I'm always like, okay, yeah, tell us. Tell me all.
Yeah, don't. What else, Tom? What else?
Yeah, you can spoil things on this show.
Say whatever. Like I tell Ray all the time, I'm the boss of me. It's like whenever he's on a show, he's like, "Well, I can't really show you this yet," and I'm like, "Yes, you can. You're the boss of you. You can show whatever you want."
I love Ray. He's always like, "Can I show you this?" And I'm like, "You think I'm going to say no? Like, of course you can show me this." He's like, "He can't show anybody." And I was like, "Of course I'm." I'm not going to show anybody. Like, who am I? I'm going to send it to Tom. That's what I'm going to do. Be like, okay, show it to him. I'm going to send it to Tom. Too funny. Oh my goodness. That's the freaking show, man. You have so much going on. I cannot believe you're always so busy. And it always amazes me how you're able to just effortlessly flow from one project to the other. It's not a skill that I think I have, or at least not until like my kids are older. Because I'm also
managing. I mean, you rolled right into the Lone Stars book and knocked that out. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
You did it. You did it.
Well, I mean, it's not done yet. Like we got to get through this.
No, but I mean, you scripted it, is what I'm saying. Like you were like,
"Are you done yet? Are you done yet?"
Yeah, I was like, "So what the fuck are you doing over there?"
I'm like, "Are you done yet?" And I'm like, I sent him like a screenshot. I'm like, "I'm desperately working. Leave me alone." He's like, "All right." And then Tom went to social media. Is like, "Hey, BDI fandom, Lori's working real hard. Go tell her, good job." And then someone actually did. Someone was like, "Hey, Tom said you're working on this thing, and good for you." And he was so encouraging and polite. And I was like, "Oh,
is that Freddie? That's got to be Freddie. Is that Freddie? That sounds like Freddie.
Nice. That was so nice, of him to actually do that. And I didn't have the heart to be like, he trolled you. Oh my goodness. For people that don't know, which I mean, again, I think you're a brew busty at this point, but for people that don't know where to follow you, where can they follow your socials? Where can they sign up for pre-launches? Mm-hmm. All that good stuff.
So bigdoginc.com, that's our web store. That'll get you all the books that you need. Everything we have there, trade paperbacks or whatever back issues we may still have are all there. Social media, basically everything starts at Facebook and then kind of filters out from there. So we have Instagram and I don't know, TikTok and whatever else. You can find me or the company in one way, shape, or form. But Facebook is where it all kind of begins. That's our foundation. That's our hub. We're in all kinds of groups on Facebook, and we have our own pages. You're welcome to follow me, friend me up, whatever you want to do.
And you're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con.
San Diego's what's next. Oh. Yeah, San Diego's next. That's about a month. I'll be at San Diego with Antarctic Press. I'll be roaming around a little bit, but I'll be primarily there. So if you got books you want signed, come bring books. That's fine. There's no limit. There's no charge for signatures. Like, just
Cool.
bring me what you want me to sign. And then we'll have new stuff for you as well. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Oh,
do you want to see something?
yeah. It's like you got 5 minutes.
Yeah. I was going to open up this and just show you what the merch is that we're going to have.
Yeah, I love merch.
At San Diego. So, okay,
Ooh.
there's that. Let me go share screen.
Cosplay as a Wookiee.
And the window and the thing and the share. And there you go.
Ooh, this is Sandy. You got Sandy?
So this is a mock-up of how they'll look, but these are the like this. These are acrylic standees.
Yeah.
So this is the Critterverse. This is Critter, Catnip, the Catgirl of Mars, Nosferatu, and Brittany Ears. And so they'll all be
forgot about that one.
Yeah. So they'll all be individual, like we have this critter here. They'll all be individual with their own individual stand. But for San Diego, if you buy all 5 of them, you'll get that Critterverse bonus stand for free. Ooh. So that's like the San Diego exclusive aspect of the thing. And that's how it's all being spaced so that, when you put them in the holes in the stand, they'll all space out like that too. So
nice. Brittany Ears.
Brittany Ears. You don't even know how I'm struggling with not having to write that book. Like I am just dying to finally get to write that.
Yeah.
But I have so much else, I got Galligator on the brain right now. And, other things, but yeah, so that's our San Diego Comic-Con merch. Yeah.
See, we will bring you to the dark side. You will have the merch. I still want to play this Britney Spears deck at some point. I think that's hilarious. So
the magic deck. Yeah.
We need to see that. Lori, if these characters are cat theme, I'm going to need a reference to do fan art. Oh, this is the Critterverse. There's a ton of cat related, dog related. I know you love cats, Carrie. So yeah, there's a ton you can go find. Follow Tom.
There's Pincher.
Yeah, there's the
she's a bad guy dog. Bad guy dog.
I love them. You got more?
Carrie, you're on YouTube, but if you come over to Facebook and find me, you'll see all my stuff. Or you can just go to the website, bigdoginc.com, click on the critter section, and you'll get all of our critter stuff.
Yeah, you'll have fun drawing those. She drew me in Texas gear riding a bear, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Awesome.
Anyway, guys, we're going to get up on out of here. Thank you for watching the Tuesday Morning Brew. Tom Hutchinson, thank you as always for coming on the show. Next week is Jason Strutz. We're going to be talking zombies. I'm going to be excited to talk to Jason about his new book, which I have over here. Make sure you're excellent to each other. Kiss your babies. And we'll see you here next week on the Tuesday Morning Brew. Bye.
Ozzy, what are you doing? Come and have a look at this lovely book that was sent over.
You're wrapping in the burn.
Oh, go on and spit the bat out your mouth. No one can understand you like that.
She had 5 dentists and all.
Oh, well, that's not much better. Ozzy, why don't you sing to me? I can always understand you when you sing to me.
Fucking my brains. What is this my publisher sent me? Inked in black with art so sweet.
So what do you think? Do you like it?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
What is Path of the Pale Rider? Oh yeah, Path of the Pale Rider is a Western apocalypse comic book series where death is broken. We're following a cowboy through the wasteland as he sifts through conspiracy theories trying to figure out what the heck happened. We don't have flesh-craving zombies. We have people whose soul didn't leave when their body died and their mind slowly rots. There's no magic bullet to the brain. There's no escape. You feel pain, you decompose, you lose your humanity. And by the way, this affects people, animals, insects, fish. So do you have like 5,000 questions about how this world works? So does everybody else.
Ooh.